Hey guys, Tyler here, coming at you with exclusive beta access to Bloons TD Battles 2. Shout out to Ninja Kiwi for giving myself and a couple other YouTubers access. I'm playing some games with ISAB here today on the new game, and let me just say, this is a blast. If you don't know, Bloons TD Battles is the game that my channel basically grew on, and it's probably one of my most played games of all time. The sequel to this, highly anticipated, and ISAB and I are going to get back together just like old times, play some good battles. So there is a lot to dive into about this game. I'm doing a post commentary just because we played a bunch of games, and not all of them will be featured on this channel. Some will be featured on ISAB's channel, so check that out after this video. It is a 1v1 tower defense game, high octane, lots of action, lots of strategy, lots of micromanagement. The original game was one of my favorites of all times. And how does this just expand on the genre? Well, it brings in all the stuff that we know and love from Bloons TD 6. Heroes, 3 paths, 5 upgrade tiers, and all the new balloons, of course. So we're just gonna dissect every single thing I can, at least about the beta. I got the hero, Quincy. It seems that in this game, you start off with, they only have the basic 4 heroes, Quincy, Gwendolyn, Striker, and Oben. I assume they'll be adding more eventually, but, you know, it's basically in beta. The game's coming out soon, like very soon, but for now, we're just kind of, we have the beta version. And all the towers, we have special accounts that Ninja Kiwi gave us with all the towers unlocked. I think once the game actually comes out, you will have to manually grind for towers and upgrades. Even us YouTubers will. I think our account data will be reset at the official release, so I'll have to be streaming the grind of leveling up and all that. And one of the biggest pulls of this game is the fact that there's also going to be an official elo system, you know, like chess. The chess elo system has been adopted to this monkey-popping balloon game. They're taking it seriously. It's going to have an actual competitive edge, and I can be a competitive player, believe it or not. I was back in the day of battles. I would highly recommend checking out a lot of my older battles videos as well. I had some crazy stuff back then, but let's focus on this game for now. The balloon sends in this game are totally different from the first battles. If you didn't notice, you can send out balloons from the very beginning. I'm talking about round 1. You usually had to wait until round 2 to send balloons, but you could just get them going right away. And the grouped blues and grouped green sends get unlocked a lot earlier. So economy can be a lot more aggressive and just faster. And it's round 5, and I already have over 500 income, which is unheard of in regular battles. Couple that with the fact that farms are a lot weaker in BTD 6, which this game is based off of, and you have the realization that eco is kind of a lot better than farms. I mean, it's too early to say, but I bet the best strategies are going to evolve around eco and maybe some alternative way to get money, such as snipers or boats or heli pilots or all of the above. So I'm taking a 3-tower loadout. I got Ninja, Elk, Boat. Alchemist has to be the best tower in the game. There is no denying that adding Alchemist buffs to any tower is going to make them godly, so it's too good to pass up, and I think Ninja Kiwi realized that because the Alchemist is slightly worse in this version of the game compared to BTD 6 in attempts to balance it. But before I even get the Alch buff, just this cannon ship I have alone is insane. Just defeating grouped yellows by itself. It shoots bombs in both directions. That's not how it works in Bloons TD Battles 1, but it works this way in this game, and it's insane. Absolutely shredding. It compares to ISAB's double blade shooters, which are meant to specialize against group balloons. But now we're seeing ISAB's loadouts slowly take shape, and he's got Wizard and Tack. That seems like a pretty solid combo. Wizard for the Shimmer and for a lot of upgrades, Tack for Blade Maelstrom, and actually, you know, Tack Zone is pretty good late game. We'll get to see that develop surely. I have the Ninja for camo detection, you would think, but actually, I could just get camo on my boat. That's how good the cannon ship is. It can just solo early and go into early camo detection with the Alchemist and just be a 2-tower killing machine. That plus tower boost, I expect to defeat a lot of early game rushes. ISAB bring up a wall of fire, which has a new animation for the wall of fire attack. How cool is that? I did not expect new animations for this game. I'm glad they're kind of going the extra mile on this. Leaking a couple lives on my side. Throwback to when I first leaked lives in this game. There was a first blood thing that showed up for ISAB, just reinforcing the competitive spirit, because that's what they're going for. And the bloon sends keep changing if you pay attention to the bottom left. Two things about the bloon sends. One, they're very dynamic. And two, there's hotkeys for them, which is spectacular for the Steam version. Hold up, Rush coming in at ISAB, he gets his shimmer up, and a Blade Maelstrom ability. Did that just happen? Did he get Blade Maelstrom active right after buying it? Oh, yes, he did. Instant abilities for some towers in this game? Say it ain't so. Blade Maelstrom, just cleaning it up. That was one thing I was worried about. Bloons D6, actually, hold that off. ISAB's coming in with a rush at me. Quincy ability, Alchemist buff. Get the Destroyer, no tower boost needed. I ain't no bitch. I'm just defending that as is. Back to sending income. So there is the potential for sell and rebuy ability action for some abilities we found. If you can get an instant Blade Maelstrom, it turns out there's a lot of other abilities you can get instant too. Although some of the abilities you think would be instant are actually not instant, which we will see later on in this game. But what was I talking about before this? Oh yeah, the bloon sends. You might notice that while I could send, say, red balloons earlier on in the game, I can't send those anymore. And that's because instead of a big scrolling list of bloon sends, it seems that there's always 10 bloon sends at any given time, and depending on the round, those bloon sends change. I thought that was going to kind of be stupid at first. It's like, oh, what if there's a bloon I would like to send but can't? It doesn't seem like that's actually a thing. It seems like there's always a bloon send I'm gonna want to send. So that's nice. Ninja Kiwi does a good job of covering all bases when it comes to that. But also, there's an interesting depth with the bloon sends. The bloons all have different ratios between cost and income generated, which, by the way, is almost at 2,000 now, due to the fact that I'm kind of greeting, and ISAB's kind of greeting, but also due to the fact that we don't want to all-out rush each other, because Ninja Kiwi's like, oh, you're only allowed to have one game per video for this beta access. So we're kind of playing with that in mind, but we're not, like, going easy on each other. We sent rainbows and zebras at each other. We want to make sure we weren't being lazy assholes, and ISAB's sending me a Moab, so I'm going to take that Moab down, for sure. I do think lots of eco is realistic, but the fact that there's a lot of different... I crushed that Moab. There's a lot of different ratios between cost and income generated, means that getting eco early game is a very interesting event. I'm excited to see how that pans out. Also, Camo Ceramics, what a joke. I'm not really sending ISAB much right now, but soon I will be. I am confident he can take down a Moab, no doubt. Also, the Moab doesn't cost income in this game, just the basic Moab. That's kind of crazy. Soon, it'll become a fast cooldown Moab, which is interesting too. It seems that the space balloons get replaced with group balloons as it goes on for eco purposes, because now I'm just holding down pink balloons and just spamming max out eco. And here comes a BFB to ISAB's side. Let's see how he can handle that. He's got Tack and Wizard. Is he gonna Blade Maelstrom his way through this BFB? I don't know. It's gonna be a good one though. He's gotta do something. His Quincy just leveled up. I mean, the heroes are very nicely balanced, I'll say, in this game. I'm very happy, but he's got an Overdrive. Overdrive is fantastic against multi-class balloons, especially with Alchemist buff. Actually, no doubt there'll be an issue, or no issue. Shreds that. One Blade Maelstrom for cleanup. He even got two, but didn't even need it. I'm going to drop him a ZOMG. He's dropping me some fast cooldown Moabs, 4 of them to be exact. Let's see if I can take that down without any use of battle energy. Got a Quincy ability, and my boats do clean this up quite nicely. Boats were an underused tower in Bloons TD 6. I think Bloons TD Battles 2 is the game where boats will shine. How's ISAB going to do against this ZOMG? I'm hoping the best for him, not gonna lie, but I'm also hoping it kills him because I want to win. It's a competitive game, what can I say? Speaking of competition, you may notice in the top middle, it says round 23 out of 40, which is a very interesting sight for battles. There is a round limit. After round 40, there's sudden death mode, which Ninja Kiwi said what happens. Also, tag zone, baby. Look at that. And Quincy arrows to clean up those leaks. ISAB still leaks down to 119 lives, which is less than my life count, which is important because after the round cap at round 40, whoever has the most amount of lives is the winner. So right now, if it were teleported around 40, I would be the winner. And you know what's crazy about that? That is a rule that is directly adapted from the original Bloons TD Battles Flash King of the Hill something like 7 years ago, which is something that I was there for. I was personally there at the creation of this lives rule created by a lad named Ryan Zoo, who is known as the best Bloons TD Battles commentator of all time, and that rule has now officially been adapted into an official Ninja Kiwi game, which is crazy to say the least. So that is straight from the community and the old community into this game. I'm really excited to see how it plays out. So basically, if you are down on lives, it is your responsibility to rush and kill the other player. And with the balloons that will be unlocked shortly, like DDTs and BADs, you have a hell of a rushing at your arsenal. It is absolutely insane, the rushes you can do, and it seems that there is already scaling in this game for Moab class balloon health and speed past round 30. And starting on round 30, I believe super ceramics become a thing, and the Moab HP and speed increases. And speaking of some rushes, here comes ISAB. I believe with 2 fast cooldown fortified ZOMGs, I get my Ninja Sabotage Supply Lines ability, which was instant. And I think I'm just gonna go for a Pirate Lord. Pirate Lord's an instant ability, right? Well, let me just get up the ability for that. DDT coming in too. No, I gotta wait for the Pirate Lord just a couple seconds. It's not that instant, but I do hook in the DDT and the ZOMG. And I'm gonna just kind of wait it out, let the ability cooldown happen so I don't have to sell and rebuy and spend a lot of money on this ZOMG. I'd much rather be safe here, get a second Sabo just in case, but I don't think that'll be necessary. I am going back to sending income now. Gotta get back on that grind. Just gotta be sure to not accidentally pop the ZOMG. And then I'll all be good. I can just hook it in, the BFB, surely. Oh, crap, they popped. They popped. Hopefully the Pirate Lord ability comes back soon. I'll at least be able to hook down 3 of them. And the Moabs are showing up aren't too bad, but I do sell and get a carrier flagship to clean up the last BFB's entrance. You can never be too safe. Final Sabo 2. Yeah, tier 5 towers are pretty nuts, at least for now. Tier 5 boat is pretty solid. I also got a tier 5 bottom path boat. Is that tier 5? Maybe tier 4. It's a little bit extra income. You know, what I was talking about earlier, how you could get extra income from towers like boats. That's kind of what I was suggesting. It seems to be pretty solid because they're basically pseudo farms that also attack. You can sell them to get defense quite easily. And everything has hotkeys in this game. Towers have hotkeys. Balloons have hotkeys. Abilities have hotkeys. Upgrades have hotkeys. Even the tower and balloon boosts have hotkeys. So this game is built with PC in mind. And that is fantastic because, you know, I'm a Steam exclusive player. It's awesome to see that because Bloons TD 6 blew up on Steam, this Bloons TD Battles 2 is getting a lot of Steam love. I think that this game is suitable for a competitive Steam game. And it's round 30, which unlocks the BAD. You know it's gotta happen. Coming in at ISAB with the BAD rush. Ladies and gentlemen, time to see how he does it. He's got the tax zone, but don't forget, the tax zone cannot pop leads anymore, which is bad because the BAD has DDTs inside of it. So he's gonna have to figure out something fast. He's got a wizard, might have to go Archmage to try to clean up. I'm curious to see what he'll do, or if he's able to deal with it. Is that a super maelstrom to shred him it more? Oh boy. Well, here we go. DDT is about to pop out. I got a lot of money saved up. You don't think that I would just send him a BAD? No, fortified DDTs to combo with the DDTs. So many DDTs running through. ISAB was not ready for this, and that is taken down. GG to ISAB. That was a solid first game. If you want to see more, check out ISAB's channel. He's going to have more games between us. Well, I'll be uploading this daily from here on out. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed Bloons TD Battles 2 hype. I am going to be absolutely addicted to this game, so you better get accustomed because Strategy Tyler is back. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a wonderful day and peace.